Alright, greetings everybody. This is Craig over here at Legal Wars. Check out the YouTube channel Legal Wars. There's going to be a lot of data that I'm going to be passing out to you. Also check out kirk.info, the Craig Kirk School of Common Law. I'm on a website today dealing with, and I'll just pull it open here. I'll tell you the website name. Empower the Taxpayer. It's out of North Dakota. They've got a movement, a grassroots movement up there to reclaim the property rights and eliminate all property tax on property. That is a very marvelous idea, and the only question is, can we hold on to our property? The state's position and the county and city's position is such that we are incompetent people to manage property in the states. The reason for that is that the government, by third-party doctrine, aka Federal Reserve, which its charter is up next year, 99-year charter. Now, the Federal Reserve has destroyed everything, allowed these things come in, and we basically have lost all of our property rights under the third-party doctrine. You can explore that in the Anton Jones GPS case. Scalia and the other justices talk about it plainly. We need to revisit the third-party doctrine. It is the kiss of death. Now let me get back onto property and property rights. Property. It's a crime, and it's an inheritance crime, and it's a death penalty. It's a capital death penalty case under the Mosaic Law to divest the firstborn son's child of the property. We eliminate the property tax, remove it from the state. But people in this country have lost their mind, and it's god-awful sad, and it's ridiculous. So what we got to do is re-educate ourselves and say we do not want to pledge our property to the bank. The purpose that the state claims is that the reason you have to do that is because in reality they do not want to tell you, because you will borrow against the property and give it to the bank anyways. That in itself is a crime. And the state's right. People in this country are god-awful, stupid, incompetent. Do not lend your property, do not pledge your property as surety, chattel surety for loans. Don't do it. It's a crime. Banking is a 30-year Ponzi scheme, a joke. It's bad economics. It's just straight-out bad business. Do the math. 30 years at $600 times 8% interest annually. Do the math. National Consumer Law Center, in the back of their books, they've got a math calculator. I had a 59.9 loan. It's $380,000 by the time I got done figuring out the potential penalties, the overpayments or the underpayments, putting all the potential loss of being foreclosed on the rearage, on and on and on. It was $380,000 for a 69.9 home, or 59.9 home. I'm sorry, 59.99. So, the math is insane. For that piece of crap, 1958 home, cottage, 2-bedroom house with a partial remodeled basement with a 2-car garage on a little tiny lot, that's junk. Land, milk. Now, I'm going to say this, I got this from George Gordon, so I didn't create this. I'm not that intelligent. But land, milk, beans, honey, oil, crops, cattle. So I stole that from George. Go check out George Gordon on George Gordon School of Law. He's got some audio archives. He's got a lot to say. So essentially, we're kind of reproducing some of the stuff, and we're going in areas that other areas. But so that was the guy I went and studied from. Anyhow, insane. Do not pledge the land. It's a crime. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It is straight out economic suicide. North Dakota, boy, those people got their stuff in gear. They're like a 350 Chevy up against a top-fuel dragster. That's the fundamental cruxus. That's the holy grail. The Ark of the Covenant is property. Without no property in America, you've got no rights. You're divested. You're a serf. You're people like strangers or sojourners walking to and from blindly, ain't got a clue. Abraham, when he came out of Chaldea, he knew where he was going and what he was doing. He had direct instruction from the Creator. All the nations of the face of the earth knew it, either for or opposition to. The Creator. The American Indians do it. All these New World idiots and these people who are anti something that they can't see with their mind that is superior, that causes the heavens to move and destroy the earth and do this and do that, those people are their right to have their opinion. I'm not opposed to that. That's good for them. But I'm going to tell you, the court rules are predicated solely on the Torah. Congregation, jury trial, for at the mouth of 2 witnesses or at the mouth of 3 witnesses shall the matter be established. Deuteronomy 19:15. The 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not bear a false witness. Perjury. Test of lying. Police do it all the time. They can do it because it's all Admiralty Maritime. They can do these prize actions. They're taking your car because it actually belongs to the state and they claim something. I'm going to show you how to fact plead. Fact pleading. I'm going to turn you into a master fact pleader. I'll show you how to literally destroy your opponent. Categorization of facts like no other. This fact pleading was abolished by and large at the end of the 1800s. We call it common law code pleading. Suspect classification of persons. Police officers who come into court with a what? Narrative report. On there, you can't have a clue how it breaks down. Hint. Suggestions. Hint. Each word goes to a category. Each sentence to that word goes to a category of law. What did he see? He seen me do something, XYZ, gave him the authority for probable cause under the third-party doctrine. Probable cause. What did you do? Your facts, his narrative report is 1 page. What is your facts? What is your narrative report in reverse? Engineered is 5 pages. You have 300 facts. He has 36. And his 36 are weak and cannot be attested to. Databases. Did he get into the database? Same principle. Property tax held in database. The states, all these things are relating to facts. All these things relating to property rights, third-party doctrine. Whose identification is it? Do you object? It's mine. Is it your property? Yes. The holy grail of civilization predominantly is through scriptural law, thou shalt not steal. But if you're a communist state, sort of like the Obama state in Illinois, then you have no rights. How did NATO feel in Illinois and Chicago? How did NATO feel? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. You check it out. The kirk.info. Check it out on Legal Wars, Court Wars updates on a daily basis. Check me out. This is what it's going to be. I'm going to teach you over time how to think about facts. What categorization those facts are in. When it comes to property rights, is it a fact that the state owns the property? The question is yes. The state takes the property, allowing the federal government to do what? Borrow money. North Dakota, these are all facts. These are just some of the facts. These are categories, and they're random categories, but nevertheless, they are categories, and they are relevant. Stand up and fight. Court wars, where your rights are being taken away in court. Legal wars. This is the first installment for the YouTube channel. Legal wars. We're going to have many court wars. We're going to be discussing elements. We're going to be discussing discovery, motions to quash. We're going to be discovering extraordinary remedies. We're going to be hitting news articles, movies, keywords. And the state always plays the devil's advocate. With that, I'm going to sign off. This is my first installment to YouTube on this very first MP3/Microsoft Media movie. So North Dakotans, God bless you people. You guys are thinking with your head straight. The rest of America, we need to wake up and stare at North Dakota and face what they're doing. They have the answer. at least in the property rights position. They are moving in a direction that is the rest of America should be considering deeply and moving. We need to abolish all property rights. That means no leaning the property with bank loans. That's a crime. And these people will do it. They'll sell themselves out because they have no concept of business and inheritance. They have none. Jefferson, what did he say? The Jefferson-owned corporations, the children will wake up one day and be without any property. The corporations will rise up high above them. Here we are, municipal corporations, the state, city, county. Here we are, the federal government, corporations, Monsanto. We're going to be hitting Monsanto too. So we're just going to begin talking about many, many things. So this is my first installment, and I am really happy to be here, and we're going to start pounding the way I know how to do it. So we will see you later, fellow YouTubers.